Good day, happy travelers. Have you ever booked a cruise so early that the excursions have not yet populated, but you still wanted to plan, kind of get an idea of what's available, what's sold out, and what the cost is? Well, if you're on the 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, think Legends of the Seas, for example, like I am and many of you are, or Allure of the Seas, if you just plan out through 2026 is what they have. This video is for you because I am on Allure of the Seas out of heading on that same cruise, and I'll be able to show you the excursions, the cost, what's generally available. So if you're not familiar with your Royal Caribbean Cruise Hub, this is a pretty good glimpse of what it is. I want to start off by saying the prices that you see here, unlike Carnival, Norwegian, unlike anybody else, these prices will change almost every day, for better or for worse. The best I've seen is 35% off. I think one time I saw 50% off, but that was for Labadee. And the worst I've seen, well, is nothing. Maybe even they added a surcharge. But let's get right into it. If you're leaving out of Barcelona, your first stop is Palma de Mallorca. And what you're seeing here is essentially the cost. So you see the cost here per guest, and then you get this 15, 25, and then way down here at the bottom, you're going to see, no, nothing is sold out for this. Well, although, let's pay attention to this. 2 spots left. So as you look at this and you're planning, while yours isn't available yet, you get the idea of, hey, this particular excursion is hot. So you get to balance, hey, do I wait for the price to drop? Or do I book it and then if it does, cancel it and then rebook at the lower price? So many decisions to make. That is what makes cruising so exciting. All right, so here we go. So I won't click into any of these links. If you want to take a look at any of these, and I can send you a link, just shoot me a message. But here's generally the gist. So we got $134 here per guest to see some caves. If you want to head into the city, it's $103. If you want to head into the city Habla Español, that's $103. Same price, same price. And these are U.S. dollars, currency. City sites, $58 in Spanish. Want to head into caves in Spanish? $118. If you really want to challenge yourself culturally and you're only English speaking, take one of these Spanish speaking excursions and do it. You'll get the gist. It's a challenge, but you'll get the gist of the experience. I don't know how I know this, but trust me, there is something to it. It'll be memorable, believe me. Like, what are they saying? I don't know. So anyway, here's a flamingo show. If you're into that, $128. Some wine tasting, $134. City of Palma in a small group experience. Maybe you just want to pretend like you're in the Caribbean. Go to the beach, $64 per guest. You can go to now here's where it goes. Va de Massa, $129. Mallorca, another beach, $54. Biking. Take it easy, $104. Maybe you want to go to an aqua park, $74, $20 off currently. 3 spots left of this, glide through Palma. So you got a sightseeing adventure, 3 spots left, and I'm about 3 months away. So if this is something you really want to do, it's something to pay attention to. Kayaking on the West Coast, take it easy, leisurely stroll through Palma. And then there's the accessible. I will note, if you are in need of accessible amenities, these tend to sell out a little bit faster than the general accessible items. Hop on, hop off bus. I will say this, if you're into saving money, many places that offer hop on, hop off bus, you can buy that off the street. Sometimes it's half the cost. So you just got to be mindful of your time. So then there's Discover Palma by Land, $149. Selfie tour, if you just want to go around and the dude will say, hey, yo, here's a place to take a selfie, and you can take a selfie. Then there's a Jurassic Adventure and another beach transfer. So, okay, a lot of options there for day one. And again, just shoot me a message if you wanted me to click on any of those. There's hundreds of these things here, so this video would be hours and hours long. But this is to give you a sense of the cost and what's hot, what's not. All right, here we go. Now we're moving on to Marseille. So if you want to go to discover the villages, $139. This is Marseille City Sites, Spanish only. There's 1 spot left. And again, we are about 3 months away. So if this is for you, take care, get on it. A beach break, $87. Not a lot of sales here. You'll notice here that the previous stop had 25, 30% off everywhere. This, we just get 15% off. So if you see something that you like, you may not have to jump. Maybe not. Then we got panoramic tour of Marseille, scenic Marseille, $104.89. Then we got Cassis, $104. Food, French food. Yeah. There you go. Eat some beignets, $204. Better be gold bars in those beignets. Last spot available for biking, $300. Hop on a bike. They'll take you around, but there's only one bike left. Then another tour of Provence, morning with some tasting, $126. $329 for more tasting. X on your, or is it I? AIX in French. I think the X is silence. Ice. It doesn't matter. How about a little train, Le Petit train, $74. Pope's Palace in Avignon, $106. I took 3 years of French, by the way, I've been to Paris and it's paid off. Maybe not in this video, but it paid off. Monte Cristo's Legend. If you've ever had a Monte Cristo, I don't think you can get a Monte Cristo sandwich there, but if you've ever had one, you know what I'm talking about. 3 spots left for charming and wine tasting, $139. And then there's another little train there. And then, here's one that is sold out. You want to look at the Provence of Venice village of Les Sours, Le Sion, and Les Flavors. That's the best French I can do. And I'm only 2 drinks into my coffee. You know what, team? Let's pause. Let's make that 3 drinks here. Give me one moment. Oh, man, we're charged up now. That is the best part of waking up right there. And this isn't sponsored by a company, Folgers, so we'll just make reference to the coffee, but this is not compensated. It's powered by them, but it is not. We're all right now, Pisa, but I'm very excited about it. And the sales are back. Take a look. You got 15, 25% off some stuff. So we can head to Porto Venor, Lirici by land. My Italian's worse than my French. You can go on an architectural wonder tour for $118. Go on a 3-town tour, Gulf, land, sea with lunch, $200 a person. How about an intimate Cinque Terre? Man, it's my Italian. It's non-existent. I'm not Italian. $887. But listen, that's 25% off. This is almost a $1,200 excursion, and it's not even sold out yet. Shocking. Then there's some wine tasting, $236. How about truffle hunting? Go out looking for some mushrooms, have some lunch, $275. Then if you want the best of Pisa and Florence, $220. The Jewels of Cinque Terre, $369. If you want the tour of Florence and Pisa in Spanish, $206. Portofino, Rapella, Santa Margherita, $158. Pisa, they'll just drop you off. You walk around Pisa, $70. They want to head to a farmhouse, $130. Then you got sail on the Riviera for $140. More Pisa, more Florence, and then you get taste Florence for $110. Then you can explore it for $88. So a little dink and dunk, if you will. Leisurely Florence, buy an electric cart, and nothing more leisurely than hanging out in a cart, $163. Then, if you don't like that, you can go buy Pisa in a trolley for $124. Then you can get highlights for $155. Hop on, hop off bus, $164 again. Little trick, take the taxi to where the bus route is. You do have to, take a look at the map. But you can save a considerable amount of money on that. A selfie tour. Discover Pisa by land, $209. Backstage of Florence, $166. $48 for the panoramic Pisa in Spanish. And what is sold out, just like I said in the last excursion, accessible Florence is sold out, $134. These historically have always gone by and sell out first, just because of the limited nature in the vehicle methods. Now here's where things get out of control. Rome. Excursions in Rome are quite expensive. Very comparable, maybe more so than Alaska cruises. If you've ever done it, going from the Caribbean to Alaska, price. I was like, wow. I was just going to the beach for $20. Now I want to look at bears and raptors, and it's a couple hundred and 300, 400. Well, Rome is very much the same way, mostly because the port's a pretty good haul from the city. And here we go. You could do some Roman sightseeing by tuk-tuk. That's $424 per person, 10% off. You'll notice that the price, you're going to notice a couple things here. The discounts are far and few between. There's 3 spots left. There is no discounts on some. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, are there any sold out? No, but there's a lot of limited availability on this. If you don't like what you see, I'm going to put a link. There is Viator. And you'll notice that the prices go down from $400, $500 down to like under $100, depending upon what it is you want to do. If you go here, and this link will be in the description, you can take a cab or a train. There's a train station there. Just be very mindful. Normally when you're in Rome, you're in there for 12, 16 hours. You're in there for a considerable amount of time. But just be mindful of your time. But you can save, I mean, if you got like a family of 4 or 5, easily thousands of dollars by using that. So, okay. So off we go. So if you need you want to see the Roman Forum, Trevi Fountain, St. Peter's Square, all of it, kind of a, smorgasbord sampler, $224 per guest. Rome in a day, you go to the city center, Trevi Fountain, St. Peter's Square, $124 for that. I want to do St. Peter's Square and Trevi Fountain in Spanish, almost $200. Visit Rome in Spanish, $104. Just get away from the city, go out and do some olive oil tasting, $70 for that. $91 Explore Rome tour, panoramic tours, $90. Some more olive oil tasting, $70. Foodie, just want to eat, maybe not necessarily just olive oil, $115. Wine is $106. Another train and gelato, train and some ice cream. My kid likes that. $80 per person. If you want to go out and just kind of do some architectural work, like Indiana Jones, $115 for that. Walk around Rome, eat some lunch, $200 for that. The hop-on, hop-off bus. So the bus will take you to Rome to the hop-on, hop-off bus stop. Hop on that, $94. Bid on that bus, the big red bus, and it's a lot of fun. I've even done the night tour on that. You want to take some selfies, although you can really take a selfie anytime in Rome, but if you just want to take a tour designated, like specially crafted for selfies, so you can put it on the gram, $150 per person. Backstage Rome, get a little bit of the behind the scenes, off the beaten path view of Rome, $166. Explore Rome. They just drop you off. You explore it, and you explore it in Spanish. $100. 3 spots, classic Rome, with lunch. $315. Want to go on a boat? But go on a boat with some olive oil. $160 for that accommodation. Imperial Rome with the Roman Forum, $250. Top 10 sites of Rome, $160. Leonardo da Vinci orientated tour, $175. Want to go in a golf cart, and in that golf cart have some ice cream, 5 spots left, $400 per person. Want to go look at a waterfall and some medieval Narni. Saw that on the Smithsonian Channel. Looks pretty cool, $200. If you want to go into the Roman Colosseum, $314 per person, and you see some other stuff as well. That's kind of like the big one. Vatican with free time. They'll drop you off at the Vatican. Go take a look at the city. Very cool. What is sold out? Gladiators and Colosseum. You head inside onto the floor. $240. And the Basilica of Rome just takes you, go right in there. Although, again, these are sold out. I will tell you that if you go to Viator and you want to do that, it is not typically sold out. Sometimes the stuff at the Vatican can get canceled if the Pope is doing something. That can cause a little bit of a hubbub. All right, and let's do the last stop, Naples, right down the coast. The next day, and you will see Pompeii tours, more tours essentially. So here we go. You want to do a pasta making class? So go see Sorrento and make some pasta. 406. That's going to be the best bowl of spaghetti you've ever had. And there might be olive oil. I hope so. For $500. You want to see Capri, Sorrento, Pompeii by land and sea, $300. The ruins of Pompeii, Spanish, is $85. Sorrento and the Amalfi Coast, Spanish, $150. And you see that a lot of these are actually, they're sales, and they're good sales. The ruins of Pompeii, $90. Capri on your own, $150. Taste of Sorrento, $184. Want to do a thermal bath? Just let the earth warm the water, $206. Head to the Amalfi Coast by motor launch and Pompeii, $210. Island of Capri, 170. Want to have pizza and ice cream? $104 per person, not on sale. Leisurely Sorrento, Naples city sites. So you got $55, $62. If you want to take it easy and look at some stuff, Pompeii on your own, they take you out there, you explore it, $43. That's what I'm doing. Naples Street Food and Historical Center, last spot. So if this is what you want, that's you're looking forward to it. $159 for that. The ruins of Herculaneum, $66. Bourbon Gallery and Pizza, bourbon and pizza. I didn't know they go together, but they do. It's $99. Naples on a bike with pizza tasting. Tasting. It's not. You're not getting like a slice. You're having a bite of a slice if you're tasting it. 2 bites if you're lucky. Otherwise, that's a completely different excursion. You can go in a culture capital, $170. Want to do a selfie tour, $110. Want to do the ultimate hop-on, hop-off experience with Pompeii entrance, $150. More Herculaneum and Sorrento, $124. The underground archaeological experience and pizza tasting, $120. Capri and Sorrento, in Spanish, $193. Sorrento on your own, $170. Here's accessible Sorrento and Pompeii. 1 spot left, $564. And then if you want to do Capri and Sorrento, not accessible, $254, 8 spots left. So, okay, those are your excursions if you are looking to book early, and so early that you can't see your shore excursions. But if you made it this far and you just kind of want to see what else is going on, I'll share some knowledge about the beverage packages because you see Black Friday sales, flash sales. Right now, the price at $85.78 is not a good deal. Buy one, get one 50% off is about what you can always get. If this $85.78 turns into a number in the 60s, that is a great price. 70 is, you can get that many times. So $60 is a buy price for the deluxe package. Refreshment package, $36, not a buy refreshment package. If it's into the 20s, 26, 25, that's a buy package, and that gives you all the lattes you want, sodas, Johnny Rockets milkshakes. I'm a big fan of that one. Soda package, $13, not a buy price. $8, yes. $9, anything under 10 is the buy price. Bottles of water, no. $23 is the best I've ever seen. A cafe select card, I've never seen it on sale. Now, it could at any time, so if you see it on sale, that's special, but nevertheless. And then if you like sparkling water, that's for you. Dining, on these ships, main dining rooms included, but if you want specialty dining, that's up to you. I enjoy it. The prices change, but this is pretty much a constant. They do go up and down, but just pay attention to it. I enjoy the MDR. I like a dinner included in my price. Internet, here we go. Little trick here for you. Let's say you have 4 people in your room. You could buy one person 4 internets. You could. That would be about $70 more expensive than one person buying 4 internets. So when you go through it, you click on, hey, for how many people? 1. The next screen says, well, how many internets does this one person want? 4. You mock it out, you'll see that price is $70 cheaper than if you back out and say, how many people want internet? 4. How many internets does each person want? 1. That's going to be a much higher price. Don't ask me why. But the way that it checks out, you go to like login.com, and on the cruise ship, when you're connected to Wi-Fi, and you'll be able to, up to 4 times, 4 people will be able to connect to internet with no issue. You just have to create like a username, like, I don't know, vacation travel hacks, for example. And then you make your password, your 4-digit code. You give that to all 4 people, and again, up to 4 people can get in. Now, let's say you have a 5th person. Can you share one internet with 2 people? Yeah, you can go to, again, login.com gets you in, and once you enter those credentials, a person gets logged out if you're over the limit. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not consistent. I don't necessarily know who is going to get logged out. So if somebody is doing, I don't know, like a game in the middle of a ranked match, they could become enraged because they've realized they've been booted. But anyway, that is all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line, and I hope you travel safely.